All right, my 2023-24 NFL predictions are here. I know it's week 2 of the preseason, but I don't give a shit. The rosters are the rosters. Injuries are injuries. Who cares? Um, I'll go by every team. Um, yeah. What you see is what you get right here. I'm not gonna be perfect. No one is. If you're perfect, if you think you're perfect, you're not. So, all right. First, let's start off with the Super Bowl champion, Kansas City Chiefs. Yeah, they lost a couple guys. They lost what? Juju and Orlando Brown, but then they go ahead and sign Jawan Taylor. He's playing right tackle. That's interesting. Obviously, they have the best quarterback in the league, in Patrick Mahomes. We hear that a billion times. Um, they're gonna win the division. Their offensive line's still good. And then you got their defense. Koloftis is a stud. The Greek fucker. Um, Chris Jones is holding out, but he'll probably be back. Probably Nick Bolton's Mizzou boy. Still got Buckner as their kicker, so he's I don't know. He's regressed a little bit, but he's still good. And then they have a good running back trio tandem with McKinnon and Pacheco, and then Clyde Edwards-Helaire's trash. He needs to be cut. And the receivers, they could be good, but no. The receiving core it's questionable, but it doesn't matter. It's all about the system and spreading the ball around. Andy Reid's a fucking genius. So, yeah, they're winning that division. They're winning our division. So, the Broncos division. Let's start off with the Chargers. The Chargers. I got them number 2, 8-9. But they're missing the playoffs. I don't care. That choke job. I don't trust Brandon Staley. You can say, oh, the roster's talented. Well, same shit as last year. The roster's talented, and then they choke. The receiving core is good. Williams, Johnson, who they drafted, and Keenan Allen's always good. Austin Eckler's their MVP of the offense. I don't care. He takes all the receiving yards and rushing yards. He's their MVP, and ain't that fucking overrated fuck lining up at center. It's Austin Eckler. He's the MVP. I know running backs don't get the love, but he's the MVP of that team. Defensively, Joey Bosa, he's a stud Italian guy. J.C. Jackson, see if he can, second year, see if we can go turn back the clock and turn back to J.C. Jackson of the Patriots. Is Khalil Mack going to be good? I don't know. Eric Kendricks, I don't even know they got Eric Kendricks. Derwin James, is he going to be healthy? I don't fucking know. They're going to finish second. They're missing the playoffs because of one division. So, yeah. Now, my Broncos. Oh, God. Yeah, I got us finishing 8-9 as well. We're going to finish third in the division. Pretty mediocre. We're not going to be bottom 5. We're not going to be top 5. We're going to be mediocre, but we'll improve and win 3 more games than last year. Yay. I think we'll probably have like a roller coaster season. Start off good, then shit, and then end good for some reason. Hopefully, Russ plays good, or else he's gone. I think we missed the playoffs. George Payton's probably gone. He's the scapegoat, probably. I want to see us stay healthy. Our defense, I don't really trust it. I know it's top 5 every year. On this fucking depth chart, it says Kane Stearns is a backup. Nah, I don't think so. He should be starting over Kareem Jackson. I like Zach Allen. I like that we added Frank Clark. It says that he's a defensive end, but he's not. He's not. He's gonna be a stupid edge rusher. Um, you know, I would love to believe in this team, but everything. You know, the offensive line is now a question mark because of that fucking game. McGlinchey's a question mark because he was hurt. The receivers have to stay healthy. We're number 3. The Raiders, I got them number 4. I don't trust Josh McDaniels, and Jimmy Garoppolo. I think he'll be probably one and done, and the Raiders are gonna finish bottom 5 team and finally pick their quarterback and develop under him. Get a new coach. I think McDaniels' era is over. I like Josh Jacobs. I don't know if he's gonna stay with the team. The receiving core is really good. Devontae Adams, Myers, Renfro. I like them. or maybe Aiden O'Connell will be their quarterback of the future. I don't know. um, Offensive line question mark. D line's probably their best strength. Chandler Jones probably gonna be phased out because Tyreek Wilson will probably take his job. That was a great pick. Max Crosby's always a stud. Nate Hobbs is alright. Marcus Peters they signed. I think he'll be burnt toast. And obviously Daniel Carlson, AJ Cole, they probably the best special teams duo in the fucking division, or I don't know. AJ Cole and Carlson are a great tandem, but they're gonna suck. I don't give a shit. They're finishing last place, but we're gonna lose in Legion Stadium. So yeah, all right. Next division, the Jags are winning that division. They're winning the South, man. They're getting Calvin Ridley back, so that's gonna add a lot to their, a lot. Trevor Lawrence is gonna be a stud. Travis Etienne proved himself. Christian Kirk last year proved himself. Zay Jones, Evan Ingram, he became a good tight end. Offensive line took a dip, I think. Defense, Josh Allen's going to be a stud. Trayvon Walker, see if he can become what he was supposed to be. Brandon McManus is their kicker. That makes me sad. But yeah, they're going to finish number one. They're the best talent in that division's week, so yeah. Mike Vrabel's Tennessee Titans. They have a quarterback controversy, but obviously Tannehill going to be a week one starter. But the backup controversy between Malik Willis and Will Levis. I heard Malik Willis has been looking good, but I don't know. Derrick Henry's going to be a stud. Hopkins, the most confusing signing of all time. Treylon Burks, he's from Arkansas, so he'll be a bust. I'm kidding. Oh, yeah, they got Andre Dillard, and then they drafted Pierre Skoronski. So their offensive line did get better. They're probably going to run the ball a little bit better with fucking Henry. Probably way better. Their defense, Jeffrey Simmons is a stud. Their defense is looking all right. So, yeah, they're going to finish second. They're going to take a step back. They're not making the playoffs like last year. Did they? No, they didn't make the playoffs. So I think they'll take a step back. Mike Vrabel's job will probably be on the line. I don't know. That's what I think. And they'll probably move on from Tannehill. They'll trade him to They'll trade him to a team that needs a quarterback. The Texans, they're going to improve. I don't know what the record was. I think they only won like 4 games last year, but maybe a 2-game improvement. I don't know who's going to be the week 1 quarterback. CJ Stroud is number 1 on the depth chart on ESPN, but who cares? It probably will be Davis Mills. I don't know. Case Keenum, too. It could be anyone. Their offense is young. Pierce was a fucking stud last year. They got Robert Woods just for veteran help. Dolan Schultz. They have the Broncos' old roster of fucking Andrew Beck, Boone, and Keenum. Come on. Will Anderson was a great pick. He's probably going to be a stud, Yeah. They're gonna improve. I think they're not gonna be a pushover this year. I think but they're not gonna be good. So I think they'll improve competition wise, but record wise, I think they stay around the same. And as for the Colts, Richardson's gonna be their starter week 1, which was interesting. I thought Minshew was gonna be the starter, but hey, Shane Steichen, I trust him to be. I think he's gonna be a good head coach because he was with the Colts before, and then he came back. So there you go. Yeah, he was with the Colts as assistant for Nick Sirianni, and now he's back. So there you go. Jonathan Taylor, he'll probably play his best fucking season because he wants money. He wants a contract. Michael Pittman's good. Isaiah McKenzie, he's their holy crap. He's on the Colts. Their offensive line's regressing. Obviously, their D line's good with Buckner. I think they're gonna be they're finishing last place, but the division, I don't know. As my prediction shows, they're not as bad as people think, but they're still not gonna be a powerhouse division. All right, so let's move on. And there goes my fucking dryer. Let's move on. The Bills are winning the East. I don't care about the Jets. I don't care about the Dolphins or Patriots. Bills are winning the East. It's their division to lose. They have the longest tenure coach and core Josh Allen. Oh yeah, they signed Damian Harris and Latavius Murray, so they have some running back depth for once. Stephon Diggs he's a really good player. Um, Gabe Davis, Dawson Knox, and then they drafted a tight end to be a backup. Offensive line is meh. Secondary is really good. Von Miller will be back. I think Ed Oliver's a stud. Greg Russo. The second, yeah, it's his second year. Yeah, so they're gonna win the division. Like Josh Allen has to throw less picks though. Like the guy, he throws a lot of picks for a top quarterback. So I think Kyle Allen, Josh Allen. Oh my god. So yeah. All right, let's go to the Jets. Boo the Green Bay Jets, the New York Packers. I think they'll make the playoffs. Their division was, they were really good last year at the beginning of the year. They were in the playoff spot. They just fell off. I think because of, obviously the quarterback play. They had White and fucking and Wilson. Yeah, Aaron Rodgers going to make that team better, they were in the race for the playoffs at the beginning of the year and then they fell off. So their defense is really good. Sauce, even though Surtain's better. C.J. Mosley, they got Quinn Williams. They have a really good defense, obviously, with Saleh being the fucking head coach. And then their offense, Aaron Rodgers, obviously quarterback. Zach Wilson's the backup. They probably hope he does good so they can trade him and get something for him. Bryce Hall's back. Delvin Cook, they just signed. The receiving core is really good. I think Garrett Wilson's going to have a good season. I believe in him. Ohio State guy. Alan Lazard signed with them. Randall Cobb, Billy Turner. It's the New York Packers. Come on. But I think they'll make the playoffs. How far they go in the playoffs, you'll see when I make the predictions later in this fucking video. The Dolphins, I got them finishing in third. I don't think Tua... I don't know. I think he'll get hurt for a couple games because I just can't question his health. But the team itself is really good. Starts the running back, and then the receiving core is probably the best in the division with Waddle and Hill. Defense is pretty good. They have a talented team. They're really talented. It's just I think they'll just underachieve again like they usually do. And now with Aaron Rodgers in the division, the Jets are actually not going to be a joke. So, I don't know. I got them winning 10 games, but they'll barely miss the playoffs, I think. They'll be one of those disappointing teams to miss the playoffs barely. Like they did back in, 2020? They missed the playoffs by, a game because they lost to the Patriots or something. I don't know. Now the Patriots. The New England Patriots. Yeah, it's going to be a dark season for them. Mac Jones, I don't think they believe in him. Juju was a good signing. Devontae Parker, Kendrick Bourne's, they spend a lot of money in their offensive skill players, but they never panned out. Their defense is always going to be good. Their defense is always going to be fucking good. Yeah, I don't know. It's going to be a typical non-Brady Patriot season. I think Bill retires, and I don't know who will become the new... maybe Gerard Mayo will become their new head coach. I don't know. I don't believe in this Patriots team. They showed a lot... Mac Jones' rookie year back in, 2020. They showed a lot of promise, and then they didn't... and then they spent a lot of money, and then they didn't fucking do anything. So, yeah, the Patriots are finishing last place in that division. So, all right, now the NFC North. I got the Browns winning the division. We'll get to that. The Browns are winning the division. It's gonna be a tight 3-man race, and the Steelers are gonna be there to fucking be a shit disturber. I think the Browns have a really good. They have a really good team overall. Offensive line's not looking bad. Cooper, Chubb. They got Elijah Moore for nothing. People Jones is not bad. He's not a bad quarterback, and I think they win the division not because of the dominance. Because look, it's a 3-man race. It's gonna be a tight division. Every team in the division, even the Steelers, could. I don't think they'll win it, but they could make the playoffs out of them. I think Deshaun Watson will have a good season. Their defense is fucking solid. I think Stefanski's fucking job's on the line. I think they'll win the division. I think the other two teams will regress. Like, I don't think the Bengals will have that good of a regular season, but you'll get to my playoff pick. So, yeah. Yeah, I got the Browns winning the division because, I don't know, I went through the random schedule. So, the Bengals, I got them second. Joe Burrow, obviously, he had an injury earlier, so I think he'll be back. He'll be back. And the receiving core is the best. It's the best in the division, probably one of the best in the league. Boyd, Chase, and Higgins, with Joe Mixon. Offensive line got better when they added Orlando Brown. Defense is looking pretty good. But I think the division's going to be tight. I think it's going to be tight. Cause that's why they lose the division. Because it's not going to be a cakewalk. So, yeah. Bengals finish in second. Third, the Ravens. I don't give a shit about Odell. They're going to be finishing third in the division. They'll make the playoffs barely. Lamar Jackson, he has to stay healthy. Dobbins and Edwards are a really good tandem. Rashad Bateman, will he take the next step? Nelson Aguilar probably will drop. Odell, will he be back to form? Mark Andrews is always a fucking consistent guy. They always have a good offensive line. I know they lost that guard to the fucking Broncos, obviously, but yeah. Then their defense is always good. So, and Tucker's the fucking stud, the greatest kicker in the league. So yeah. Last place is the Steelers. They'll finally finish without a winning record, 8-9. Maybe they'll tie and finish 8-8. I don't know. Who cares? Kenny Pickett. We'll see if he can make the next step. I like that they got Allen Robinson for basically nothing. George Pickens looking pretty good. Deontay Johnson, does he take the next step? Freiermuth is he's a really good tight end. Offensive line is, they upgrade a little bit, and the defense is always good with T.J. Watt, Hayward. Their D-lines are always fucking good in Pittsburgh. And Boswell is the last guy from the 2008 team, I think. And they got, Joey Porter Jr., yeah, his dad used to play there too. Fitzpatrick, better safety than Justin Simmons. Yeah, the Steelers, I think they're going to go through growing pains as well. I don't care about Mike Tomlin's record. They're finishing in last place, I think, because of, again, this is Kenny Pickett's first year as a starter. I think he'll do good, but his division's I think the competition's too tough for him. But 8-9 is not. It's not bad. It's not bad. So, yeah, this is my AFC playoff, AFC playoffs right there. So I think the Chiefs make it. Chiefs, Jaguars, Bills, Browns, Bengals, Jets, and the Ravens sneak in. And yeah, and last place is the Patriots. Because I just think, the Patriots finished last in the AFC. I know, Patriot fans, this may be a good thing, because then you get rid of Bill Belichick and you start over, and maybe you pick your quarterback of the future. I don't fucking know. Yeah, maybe Bill Belichick finally leaves. I don't know, and you can let your GM do something. I don't know. Alright, so let's start off with the West. The Niners are winning the division. Brock Purdy announces the starting quarterback back from his injury. Yeah, they have probably one of the best rosters in the NFL. Shanahan back at it again. It doesn't matter who's their quarterback. As long as it's not Trey Lance, I think they'll do good. Brandon Allen's on the Niners? I never knew that. Sam Darnold's the third stringer, apparently. I don't know. Running back, Elijah Mitchell, Christian McCaffrey, Deebo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk, Kittle's always a stud. Fucking Juszczyk is the best fullback in the league. And their defense is just top notch. Fred Warner is going to be a fucking beast. Nick Bosa. They have a great team. That's why. The team, it doesn't matter who the quarterback is. Brock Purdy plays good, so Brock Purdy's a good quarterback. Can we just admit it? He's the next Tom Brady? I'm kidding. But, yeah, Brock Purdy's a good quarterback. All right, the Rams are bouncing back. Their season's back on. The Rams. Sean McVay has one last hurrah. I don't know. Matthew Stafford, I think, will have a bounce back year. Brett Rippon, yeah, he's on the Rams. I forgot that. Cam Akers, I don't know. I think he'll suck. But Cooper Kupp and Van Jefferson and Skoranek, they're gonna have a good season. Defense is still there. Aaron Donald. They got worse, but I think the Rams will bounce back. I think McVay will have a really good season as a head coach. Their offense will click a little bit. There's gonna be ups and downs, but they're making the playoffs. I think for their last hurrah, I guess, with Aaron Donald. I don't know. He's been teasing retirement all these years. The Seahawks, I think they'll take a step back and miss the playoffs. No bias aside, but they're gonna be competitive. I think Geno's gonna have a slight worse year. Their receiving core is good. Jackson Smith and the Jigba out of Ohio State. It's gonna be a stud. Their tight ends. Will Dissly, Noah Fant. Dissly's probably gonna be the number one guy. Noah Fant's number one in the depth charts, but he doesn't get any fucking receptions. Offensive line. I wish the Broncos had two of those players, Cross and Lucas. Those guys are studs. And then fuck Draymond Jones, but the defense is looking way better. Bobby Wagner's back, And they have those nice fucking throwback jerseys. But I got them missing the playoffs, like, barely. And, yeah. Seahawks, they'll have an alright year, but I don't think they'll make the playoffs. Alright, the worst team in the league, the Cardinals. I know they're default, but looking at it, they are the worst team in the league. Jonathan Gannon, I think, will be a one-and-done coach. Eagle fans don't like his defense calling, but I'm play calling. I'm stupid. I don't know what the fuck. I don't know. My mind is... I don't know. Colt McCoy is going to be the starting quarterback because Kyler's out for a while. James Conner is good. Marquise Brown, Rondell Moore, Zach Ertz is fucking his last year. Probably, I don't know, before he retires. Offensive line, Paris Johnson is gonna be a stud. He's gonna be a stud. Defense, Dave Collins and Buda Baker. They're really good. I like them, but like, this team's not gonna be good. I don't like Jonathan Gannon as a head coach. But they have 2 first-round picks. They have the Texans pick and they have their own pick. So all else fails, they can build their roster through the draft. They suck, but I don't know. They're gonna have 2 good draft picks. So yeah. All right, next division, NFC North. The Lions hype. I don't really buy it. I think the Dolphins. What the fuck is wrong with me? The Vikings are going back. They're gonna. I don't care if they lost Dalvin Cook. The Vikings. They're gonna go back and win the division. I don't care. Kirk Cousins is still a fucking stud. I don't care. Madison's good. Justin Jefferson's the best receiver in the league, probably. They drafted Jordan Addison. T.J. Hawkinson, yeah, they got him in the trade deadline last year, yeah. Offensive line's still alright. Defense is meh. But their offense is going to fucking produce. I don't care. Dalvin Cook always gets hurt. He's a good player, but he always gets hurt for them. The Vikings are going to win the division. I like Kevin O'Connell is a fucking stud as a coach. And I believe in Kirk Cousins. I don't care. He gets too much shit. And I got him winning a Monday night game. I don't care. Oh wait, no. Yeah. I picked the Niners because the Vikings would be the number 1 seed, and I don't think that's gonna happen. So that's why. Next team, the Lions are making the playoffs. Jared Goff's going back. Jared Goff is gonna get his team back to the playoffs. You look at this team. It's really good. Marvin Jones, St. Brown. They got rid of Swift, which was questionable, but Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery. I think David Montgomery should be the starter. He has more experience, but I don't fucking know. Offensive line's solid, and their defense see if they can improve. They got C.J. Gardner-Johnson. They added. They drafted Jack Campbell. Um, yeah. So and fucking Aiden Hutchinson's a stud, man. Like I think he'll have a breakout season. Dan Campbell. Dan Campbell is gonna get his team to the playoffs, and that's gonna start the Lions actually becoming a top franchise. So that's why I got them making the fucking playoffs. All right, the Bears 9-8. I think they have a winning record. I think Justin Fields shuts people up, but they don't make the playoffs. So, I believe in Justin Fields. I don't know. I'm a Justin Fields guy. I think he's too talented for people to fucking hate him. I don't know. Like Khalil Herbert's a good running back. Like their receiving core got better. I like their weapons. Offensive line, not so much. Defense, they got Ngakoue. DeMarcus Walker, Broncos legend. They signed T.J. Edwards. They have Tremaine Edmonds. They have a good defense. Eddie Jackson's still there. Santos is their kicker. He's Brazilian. That's still weird to me. I don't know. He probably was a soccer guy. I got the Bears finishing third in the division. I believe in their roster. I believe in Justin Fields. I don't care. I'm a Fields stand, I guess. I'm with fucking Payne Bruno. And then the last place, the Packers. I don't think they'll stay last place for long. Maybe next year they'll bounce back. But this year, I think they'll have a good start, and then they just fucking plummet after. I think the Packers, Jordan Love, this is his first year, like, as a starter. And I just don't think he'll have a good start. Like, I like Aaron Jones. I love Christian Watson. Second half of the year, he was a fucking stud. Romeo Doubs could be really good. Luke Musgrove is Bill Musgrove's son, I think. There's rumors that David Bakhtiari is going to be traded, so I don't know. He'll probably be gone to the Jets. Their defense, I like Wyatt, Campbell. Walker's really good. Gary's good. Alexander's he's funny though. Alexander. Wait, they don't have Mason Crosby anymore? Oh my god, my childhood's ruined. Yeah, they're finishing in last place. And LaFleur's job is gonna be in question. I don't fucking know. All right, NFC East. Eagles are finishing in first. I don't think they'll have a dominant season like they did last year. You look at the roster; they lost a lot of players. But they got DeAndre Swift, which is... I know they lost Miles Sanders to the Panthers, but DeAndre Swift is a younger version, and he's really good. I don't know why the fucking Lions did that trade. I don't know. Maybe they thought Gibbs would fit their offense better. I don't know, even though DeAndre Swift's... That's like running backs are treated like shit. I didn't even know Marcus Mariota was on the Eagles. He's their backup. Yeah, Jalen Hurts is going to have another good fucking year. Devontae Smith is a stud. Like, Dallas Goedert... Like, their offensive line's still good. Kelsey's probably going to have his last year. I don't know. Defense is great. Brandon Graham, Jalen Carter. Like, they have the fucking entire Georgia Bulldogs roster. Hassan Reddick is a stud. It's going to be another division win for the Eagles. They're just talented. And, like, Callie Roseman's built a really good team for the NFC champs. And the Cowboys, they're making the playoffs. They're making the playoffs. The Dallas Cowboys, Tony Pollard's going to be the starting running back, so they'll have to... Zeke is gone. He's gone off to New England. Pollard is a stud, so he's way better than Zeke, and they also got Brandon Cooks, which was a good addition. Like, they're going to be a good team, and the playoffs is a different story. Offensive line is still going to be good. Defensive line is going to be good. Parsons is going to be a fucking stud. Diggs still gonna get a bunch of picks. Yeah, they got a new kicker. We got their kicker, Brett Maher. Yeah, they're finishing second. The Giants are missing the playoffs, but they'll have a winning record. Barkley, I don't know if he's probably gonna leave in the offseason. I don't know where. Daniel Jones is not gonna win again. He just got his contract, and like a good man once said, "Once you get paid, you ain't shit." Quote by Lyric Skinner. But yeah, the Giants, they did upgrade in receiver. Like, they got rid of Kenny Galladay because he sucks. The receiving core is Meh. I don't know. Paris Campbell. They got Isaiah Hodges. Sterling Shepard's always been there. Jamison Crowder, a New York legend. Oh yeah, they got Cole Beasley as well. The receiving core is pretty meh, but Darren Waller's gonna probably help out. They're actually gonna have a competent tight end. He's gonna help out Daniel Jones a lot. Offensive line got way better. I think Neal and Thomas will have a good year, and they're gonna help out Barkley a lot. Defense is solid. Robinson, Lawrence, Leonard Williams. I think Thibodeau will probably have a 10-sack season, but they're not going to make the playoffs because I think Dallas and Philly are better. And now Washington. Oh god, this steaming pile of shit right here. I'm kidding, but still, the Commanders, the Redskins, probably soon. Probably soon the Redskins. Hopefully they're the Redskins again. Sam Howell had a good He had a good game against the Cowboys week 18, but no, was it week 18. Robinson, he got shot and now he's a fucking good running back. Enough said. Dotson's like a sleeper to be a top 10 receiver. Like he had a really good rookie year. Terry McLaurin, I don't know if they're gonna ship him away because Dotson's that good. Samuel's meh. Logan Thomas, yeah, he used to be a quarterback. Offensive line, oh yeah, they got Andrew Wiley from because of fucking what's his name, Bieniemy. Chase Young's always in trade talks. They brought back Payne. Jonathan Allen's a stud. Sweat's a stud. I think their defense will be fine because of Ron Rivera, but offensively, I don't know. We'll see how Bieniemy does. I think they'll have a shitty record, though, because I think every team in this division is way more established. Washington's going through new ownership, new offensive coordinator. I think they'll just be shit again. And then next year they'll have a top pick, and I don't know if Ron Rivera's going to be gone or they're going to move fucking Bieniemy to head coach. That's their plan. I don't know. All right, last division, probably the worst division, but I don't know. By my picks, they're not. The Atlanta Falcons, I got them winning the division. Here's why. I think they've been hovering around under 500, barely for a bit. I think they can break out. They've had good games throughout the few years, but Desmond Ridder, I don't know if he'll be the starting quarterback. I think maybe Tyler Heineke will take over and turn this team around. Bijan Robinson was a good pick, and Cordell Patterson, I think they're going to have a good running game. I love their offensive line. McGeary and Chris Lindstrom are they probably have the best right side in the league. They have a good offensive line. Kyle Pitts, don't draft him in fantasy. Oh yeah, Mac Hollins, Raider legend, Drake London, which he's a good receiver. Drake London. Defensively, they need to improve. AJ Terrell's a really good corner. I think Arthur Smith's gonna get his team to the playoffs. I don't know. Maybe Heineke's gonna be I think Desmond Ridder plays the first few weeks. He sucks. They switch to Heineke, and then they get their shit together. Because I think Heineke can turn that team around. I don't know about Ridder, but Heineke gets them to the playoffs. Why not? Next team, I think they'll turn it around, this team. Frank Reich is a fucking great coach. He just didn't work out in Indianapolis because Indianapolis is a dumpster fire. I think this record's a little too high. 9-8 I think is a little too high. I don't fucking know. But I think they'll finish second in the division. I like Bryce I don't know if Bryce Young's probably gonna be a starter, but yeah, I like the Miles Sanders signing. DJ Chark. Adam Thielen is meh. I don't know. Oh, the fucking question mark there. Offensive line's getting better. Defense. Brian Burns is a fucking stud. Jeremy Chin. Where's Jeremy Chin? Oh yeah, Jeremy Chin's a stud. J.C. Horn needs to. Oh yeah, they signed Von Bell as well. Justin Houston, man, holy shit, is old. So, yeah, with this the division's really bad. So, I got him finishing second because Frank Reich's probably. Let me think. Yeah, he is the best fucking coach in that. He's the best coach in that division. So, like Arthur Smith's not better, but I think he has a more talented team. Um, Todd Bowles is definitely not better, and Dennis Allen fucking sucks. So, like he is the best. He's the best coach. I think he can get his team. Like he can get a lot more out of that offense than a lot of coaches. So, yeah. All right, now the Buccaneers. I think they finished 6-11. I think Baker gets benched week 5 maybe. Kyle Trask comes in. Poor Mike Evans and Chris Godwin. Rashad Gary just, this today he just got, a game-ending injury, season-ending injury. Offensive line still good with Tristan Wirth, Ryan Jensen, who he missed a lot last year, and then they drafted that guy Cody Manch out of South Dakota, the guy with missing teeth. But offensive line still good. Defense, Vita Vea, Devin White, Shaq Barrett, Bronco legend. Like they still have a good foundation, but Todd Bowles, I don't think he's a good coach. He's shown it with the Jets. So yeah. All right, last pick. I think the Saints finish in last place because Dennis Allen's gonna sabotage the season there. You look at the team. Like the quarterbacks are fine, but I think Kamara being suspended for 3 games, Jamal Williams is gonna be their starting quarterback. I like Chris Olave. I think Michael Thomas is probably gonna get hurt. Offensive line, Defense is really good. I like Cam Jordan's gonna stay there for life, but I don't trust the coach. I know the record's probably worse. It's probably worse my prediction than they're actually gonna be, but I think they'll finish in last place, and then they'll try to get a quarterback in the draft. So that's it. That's my predictions. Now let's go to the damn playoffs. Where is it? Wild card round. Yeah, let's do my playoff predictions right now. It was a long fucking video. I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. So I'm putting this in a premiere. Alright, let's get to the wild card. Alright, wild card round. Alright, so we got the Browns versus the Bengals in Cleveland. Battle of Ohio. Yeah, give me the Bengals. I think Stefanski goes 1 and done. Deshaun goes 1 and done. The Bengals have been just a better team overall. Obviously, we're not gonna know how hurt or how good the fucking Bengals are by the end of the playoffs, but this is just what they are now. I think the Bengals win and beat the Browns in Cleveland, even though it's gonna be there's gonna be a lot of Bengal fans too. It's gonna be confusing the crowd. Who cares? All right. Bills and Jets. I think Rodgers is a first round exit. The Bills win at home, and they move on to the second round to face the I don't fucking know. We'll see. I think they'll face the whoever. All right. Now the Ravens and the Jags. Lamar's back in the playoffs. He'll be facing Trevor Lawrence. Fuck it. I got the Ravens winning on the road in the hot climates. I think Lamar gets a playoff win after that contract. I think the receiving core is way better than the last few years. I think still the inexperience of the Jags. I think they take a little step back in the playoffs. But I just think Lamar needed to fucking win more. All right, now NFC. I think the Lions win on the road in Detroit. Dan Campbell gets his first playoff win as a coach. And the Falcons look dumb. I think they choke a lead probably. It'll probably be the best fucking wild card game of the night, of the wild cards, probably because of these two teams going at it. Now Cowboys Eagles in the playoffs. Ooh, yeah, give me the Eagles winning at home. Another disappointment for the Cowboys. I think they fire McCarthy after this, and Dak Prescott, he's in question. And yeah, Eagles move on. All right, so we got the Rams and the Vikings. Kirk Cousins win the fucking playoff game. I don't care. It's at home. It's in Minnesota. It's a fucking, school nation, whatever, gets a W. And, the Rams, I don't know, McVay leaves or something, or Aaron Donald retires. That's their send-off. All right, divisional round. Divisional fucking rounds. Let's get it. All right, so the Eagles are on the road in the bank. It's a rematch of 2018. I think they get the W. The Eagles, they went on the road. And they went on the road and they beat the beat the Vikings again, and they fucking make fun of them again. And it'll be their first win in the bank in the playoffs in Super Bowl. I don't fucking know. Super Bowl 40 something. 50 something. All right. Yeah, I got the Niners winning. This is where the Lions' miracle run ends. Again, I don't know who will be the quarterback if Brock Purdy's hurt, Trey Lance, Sam Darnold. I don't care. That roster's good enough. Christian McCaffrey and fucking Deebo Samuel running amok. Ayuk, that defense. Shanahan's going to get a W, man. He has to get to the fucking playoff. He has to get to the NFC Championship game again. All right. Bills and Bengals. I think the Bills get redemption from last year. They finally win. They finally get the W and beat the Bengals at home. And, yeah. It'll probably be another good game. Probably be in the snow again. And Bengals lose on the road. Although another setback for Cincinnati. All right, next game. Chiefs and Ravens. Yeah, give me the Chiefs. Fucking Lamar. I don't trust him in the playoffs. It's another home game in Arrowhead. So Patrick Mahomes will yet to play another road game in the playoffs. It's just the way it is, buddy. So our conference championship games are set. Where's the conference championship game? Bills and Chiefs and fucking Niners and Eagles. So yeah, I got the Chiefs winning at home. They just fucking win the playoffs, unfortunately. It's another home game. Josh Allen chokes again. Probably another 13 seconds. I know you can say, oh, the receiving core is not good. Their team's good. Andy Reid's a good fucking coach. Offensive line's good. Patrick Mahomes has a lot of, he spreads the ball more. He doesn't have to rely on a top target except Kelsey. But yeah, so yeah, I got the Chiefs winning and going back to the Super Bowl, unfortunately. And then I got the Niners beating the Eagles in a rematch, this time in San Francisco. Moving on to the Super Bowl. And yeah, this is another nightmare for Ash. So this is a rematch from what Super Bowl I forgot what Super Bowl that was. And drum roll, please. Fuck you. I'm picking the damn Niners. The Niners win the Super Bowl. Shanahan gets his ring. I think they have the most talented team. And then they prove that you don't need a fucking elite quarterback to win. I think they get Super Bowl number 6, and they finally win a damn ring. I think Kyle Shanahan gets rid of the choking motto. And Patrick Mahomes probably has his best Super Bowl, but he loses. How ironic, huh? He'll probably have his best performance. Throw no picks, but I think the dynamic offense of the Niners will catch up. I think they have a better defense to hold Mahomes, to to keep their team in the game, hold them to field goals. So yeah, I got the Niners win the Super Bowl. Yeah, so that's my predictions. There's the bracket. So That's pretty cool. So yeah, that's the bracket. So it's a Niners Chiefs rematch of a few years ago, and the Niners win it this time. I think it's pretty good. I hope that didn't happen, because then the fucking Chiefs will go back to the Super Bowl. But that's my predictions, though. I think the Chiefs are still good. Like, they're a great team. There's probably like three teams in the AFC that can win it, and the NFC is probably just two. So that's all I gotta say. Those are my predictions for the season. Shit, 45 minutes. Holy crap. I'm sorry I dragged this shit on. I wish I could edit this, but I can't. So that's all I gotta say. Peace. And I'm gonna put a warning that this video is fucking long as shit. Probably longer than my last one. Probably the last one was probably 20 minutes. But I actually looked at the depth charts this time and explained a little more. But yeah, this is a fucking long video, unfortunately. But yeah, that's all I gotta say. Peace.